Hey, everybody. Whacky Wednesday. How wacky is it? Well, I've been trying for 45 minutes to get on my mini tramp, to get a little mini workout in when I keep getting distracted. Yeah, I decided to sit down here and kind of scroll. And then my scrolling turned into feeling I needed to comment. And what was the topic? The topic was a meme of somebody staring at their phone waiting for the EBS to go off and people commenting on it. And yet I'm looking at the people that used to claim and proclaim and post that it was going to happen. All of a sudden changing their tune. And it's like, I have said to you guys, Spirit doesn't really want me to talk about politics, religion, or finance. They've shown me so much of it. They've made it real clear. Don't cross that line, Sandy. It is never happening. But I would watch herd after flock after gathering of people believing that they needed to buy all this other money sources, invisible, and they needed to do this hunter-gatherer, stock up, fear, crapola. And yeah, I was like, there is no international EBS. Are y'all stupid? I'm like, what is going on with mainstream thinking? So I've kind of kept my mouth shut. And then I saw another one. Flat earthers. And then the round earthers. And then somebody claiming that they were in the military. And then they got a hold of some secret information about that the flat earth was just a distractive creation. Duh. But my whole point when that whole situation started coming out, which is beyond wacky, what does it matter if it was round, if it was square, if it was rectangle, or if it was flat? You're not going anywhere. You're not falling off of it. And so it's all bullshit malarkey distraction from what it is that you need to focus on for this vehicle to co-create and coast through and inhabit its environment internally and externally. So many people just get sucked up into that vortex of wacky crazy. Doesn't even have to be Wednesday, people. It's just freaking crazy. And so my non-caffeinated self, he got sucked into reading some of this. And I've literally got two memes for it. One is like, and the other's like, but everybody's still out there digging for more information that is totally irrelevant to you living your life. It's totally irrelevant for the information that you're learning on how to operate this vehicle and learning its inner software system that helps to guide you through the exterior as an explorer, as an adventurer, as a pathfinder, as a pioneer, creating your own path that works for you, setting examples as a mentor for others, to be one less in this cesspool that I thought was kind of shrinking, but then I get just so miffed and befuddled at how large it still is. And I say, how does that balance the cells within your body? How does that help you awaken and become aware and be a better person in this moment of this day? How does that expand your light? How does that help you operate from a different sensory system? How does it actually help you operate from your current sensory system? What is it doing to your nervous system? Is all this just one big happy party? Or is it a lot of party crashers, but you're still hanging out with them? So I just ask myself, what's the purpose of all of it? And there isn't one except for deviance. And as more light continues to hit this planet and coming from this planet, coming up through everybody, hitting the skies, atmosphere, the stratosphere, it's all happening together, right? I'm going to awaken more, become more aligned, and see through some of the dark shadows that have been casted intentionally and whatever. None of that matters. What matters is, where are you taking this vehicle? What's your plans for this vehicle? How do you get all your cells on board so your vehicle's all going in one direction and not all... Because eventually that's going to cause some harmful wear and tear. Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, blah, 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 because it's on every single level in every single house. And it's all drama, trauma. And what series do you want to create? And what series are you going to drag along? Or what series are you just going to live in? And then how's it working for you today? So, this is why I don't really allow myself to toddle too much, because there will be certain things that just... And I'm like, oh, I gave permission for all that. My mini trip's still sitting right over there. And yeah, I need to get on it, get on my day. That's why electromagnetics maybe don't blend with how I'm designing my current electromagnetics. And that's just a reminder to me of, hey, Sandy, oh, don't start that. Don't go into that pitfall. Ooh, don't do it. You're going to crash. Oh, yeah. You had yourself focused over here. Come on. Come on. And then Spirit was like, you need to do a video on this Whacky Wednesday craziness, because everybody's fallen into it. Not everybody, but most people are, one form or another. And then you get all these people that believe all these things. And then they'll say, I'm not programmed. I don't believe that I'm programmed. I believe that there's stories put out there that I couldn't possibly be programmed. But then you see a lot of the people that were preaching that information as if it was their truth to preach. And some people just love to suck up all the little magnets listening. I could use different words there. And they're like, oh, look at all these people I got to believe this story. Well, we call that sociopathic behavior, do we not? Some of the traits of a narcissist, and there's many different levels of a narcissist. But there's just a lot of people out there that it feeds them. When the more people hit like, more people hit subscribe, and more people make comments to deviant behavior, it feeds them. Which reminds me, I said a number of years ago that there were a lot of people that were channeling on a line that wasn't a pure channel. And these people are going to run out of information. So they're going to come on there and start preaching the same information. or changing their tune because they're grabbing at straws because they think that their audience needs to hear from them. And really what needs to happen is people just need to cut it off and say, you know what, that person really isn't from the light. They really didn't have my best interest at heart. They were getting my energy and maybe getting some of my treasury. And they were getting something of more value, which is my time. And in that time, was I emptying my cells or was I filling it? What was I filling it with? And then what was I emptying? And then I have to look back at my own time, talent, and treasury and take control of where I want to spend my time, my thoughts, my words, who I want to be with in proximity, how I want to be of service, what my pathways are, what my adventures, what my exploring will be. And remember, it's all pathways of information. We don't own a damn bit of it. So don't hold on to it like it's yours, even if you resonate with it. Just be like it's information, including everything I have to say, which all comes straight through with my buxom personality. Because it's a little different than most people. Because I think of different things reality-wise, like, what? I'm always the voice of reason in some ways, and people are like, yeah, you just deflated my balloon. I wanted to believe that. Anyway, it's up to you to control your mind and up to you to think what you need to think so that you can feel, see, and sense how it is to communicate with different sensory systems and having them all on the same dial. Yeah, the frequency dial. So, let's hear what's going on in your Whacky Wednesday, shall we? I'm going to sign off here. I'm going to get on my mini tramp, then I got to get my scrubs on, and I got to get out the door. All right? Talk to y'all later. Bye.